All right, week 2, day 1 WOD. Okay, so you probably should be doing this on Monday. Now this is going to take some time. All right, in CrossFit language we might call this a chipper because it's a lot. There's only 5 movements. You do all 5 movements and you're done, but there's a lot of reps. Okay, and we're saying 30 of each of the movements, but if you get into it and you're going, yeah, Jeff, 20 is more like it, that's perfectly fine. But we're going to do, start working on some squatting work here a little bit more than the squats to chair. This is going to help you with just getting in a good squat position and start strengthening your glutes and working your hamstrings because you want to get a hamstring stretch. 30 of those. 30 object rows. So you can do this with the 6-pound med ball or your 2-pound dumbbells. All right. And if the 6-pound med ball is too much, use 1 dumbbell. So 2 pounds. Elevated up downs for mom, squats to chair for dad. All right. So it's 30. All right. If you can do that, great. If you can do less, 15, 20, 25, that's fine too. Object strict press. This can be done standing or seated. So mom, I'd like to see you do this standing. Dad, you can do this seated. Again, with the 6-pound med ball, or if that's too much, you can use both of the dumbbells or 1 dumbbell. You decide. And then 30 object toe taps, standing or seated, standing preferred. Okay. I'll do a demo of each of these movements so you understand what they are, and then you're going to do the workout on your own because I don't know how much time you're going to take. This does not have a time limit. The goal here is to keep moving. All right. Do the movement, take a quick breather, do the next movement, take a quick breather, so on and so forth. All right. You're going to get a little more cardio out of it if you keep moving, but go as comfortably as possible. All right. So let's get started here with the demonstration. All right. A body weight RDL is, when I do it, it's kind of like bending over, but there's some tricks to it, okay? So you want to hinge so slightly, and if you're doing a squat, you're going to squat down like this, okay? Romanian deadlift RDL is emulating that deadlift position. So what you want to do is you want to hinge at the hips, bend over until you feel some tension in your hamstrings, and then stand up. So go as far as you can. 1, 2, just like that. 3, then you're going to feel it here in your butt. 4, all right? I'm not going to do all 30. Dad, this will work with your walker. Set your brakes, all right? Balance yourself. And I simply want you to hinge your hips and go down until you feel it in your hamstrings, all right? Doesn't have to be much, but you're going to feel it. 2, all right? 3, okay? Real simple movement, but doing it 30 times, you're going to get some muscle activation, which is what you want, all right? Both of you with both fake hips, like me, 2 fake hips. That's a good exercise just to get, here, I'll do it this side. 1, all right, 2, and when we do it at the gym, I might put my hands like this, or I might put my hands like that, but the idea here is I'm pushing, my knees aren't coming in, okay, I'm not doing this, my knees are out, and I'm bending, and hinging at the hips, okay, that's an RDL, 30 of those. Then you're going to do object rows, okay, so ideally, you would use your 6-pound med ball, okay? And you can do this seated or standing, but if you do the 6-pound med ball, you just hold it like this. If you do the dumbbells, mom, you can get one of your 2-pound dumbbells and hold the heads of the dumbbell and do this, okay? A row is just what it sounds like. You're gonna hinge at the hips like this, and you're gonna 1, 2, yeah, see how I'm bringing my elbows back, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that, okay? Now, Dad, if that's not possible, then you can take the 2-pound med ball or the 2-pound dumbbell or the 6-pound med ball, all right? You can hold it in your chair, all right? And you can go out. Don't do this, all right? Out, out. You're rowing, okay? 30 times, okay? Then you have up downs, elevated up downs, or squat to chair, okay? Again, 30 is the prescribed, is what we want to see, but do as many as you can. Try to get over 10 or 15. But squat to chair, again, get yourself in a good position. Squat to chair. So Dad, 1, 2, 3, okay? You need your walker. Same drill, set your brakes, all right? Try not to push, because you want to push with your legs, but if you need to use your arms, fine. Okay, you want to get 30. If you can, fine. If you can't, that's fine too. Mom, elevated up downs. This is something that I do up downs, and I always do them to a 12-inch target or an 8-inch target, depending on the volume. But it's, for you, we're going to really scale this. So I want you to go to the kitchen, to one of the kitchen counters, probably the breakfast island, all right? And this is what I want you to do. You know, ideally, you'd be going out and back. That's probably not going to be possible, okay? So I want you to, on the kitchen counter, and this is going to be more like a mountain climber, if you will. And I want you to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you want to make it tougher, you lean into it a little bit. Just reach back farther. 1, 2, 3. All right? So that's your elevated up, down, or an elevated mountain climber. 30 reps. So legs out, legs back, that's 1 rep. Legs out, legs back, that's another rep. Got it? Great. Okay. Then we're going to do object strict press. And again, this can be done seated or standing. All right. Mom, I'd rather you do this standing. Take the 6-pound med ball or the 2-pound dumbbells, and it's exactly what it sounds like. Just like we did with reach for the sky. We warmed that up, all right? I want you to take that object, and I'm gonna scooch the chair back so I don't, all right? And I want you to push it up over your head. Now ideally, you're gonna get your arms touching your ears, all right? All right, but if you've got, you've got some shoulder stiffness, and this is new, if you can get it, just get it up. And if you're using the 6-pound med ball, that's even greater. Dad, if you're seated, the 2-pound dumbbell or the 6-pound med ball, hold it up here to your chest and press it up overhead. 30 times, that's the goal. If you gotta do 15, 20, 25, that's fine too, okay? So overhead, and then we're gonna finish it with object toe taps, all right? So Dad, if you're seated, just take and if you have the ball, that's great, because we want you to get your feet up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on and so forth. Mom, we did object toe taps last week. Put the med ball up against the kitchen island so you don't kick it around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like that. Dad, if you're gonna do this standing, walker, brakes on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's WOD 1. It's a chipper, okay? Take your time. I mean, I want you to get, I'm breaking out a little bit of sweat here, okay? So, and that's just demonstrating. Take your time. If this takes you an hour, that's fine. If it takes you half an hour, that's even better. If you want to do all or part of it, you scale it to how you're feeling today, and that'll complete your workout. Accessory work, as always. After you're done with this, Mom, go walk your normal route. This week I want you to go farther. Dad, last week it was 100 yards or 5 minutes of walking around the neighborhood, okay? I want you to go 75 yards out, 75 yards back, or 7 minutes, whatever comes first. All right, enjoy your workout for Monday or whatever day this is, but your first workout of week 2.